Metro City, a well-known crime capital, has been ruled by violence and death for many years, a fact which the newly elected mayor and former street fighter Mike Haggar plans to change. At the center of the problem is the huge gang known as Mad Gear. Mad Gear controls all major criminal activities in the city. When they learned of Haggar's plans, they took immediate action to bring this mayor under their control, and will someone answer that fucking phone? Thank you. Mike Haggar here. So pleased to make your acquaintance. I believe you know who I am. Don't hang up, we have a little business proposition for you. Your daughter for your cooperation. We'll throw in the regular monthly bonus to your salary we offered before. What's happened to Jessica? Who is this? Not so fast, Mike. Turn on your TV. You son of a bitch! What have you done to her? Nothing yet, but we'd enjoy the opportunity. Ah, Tumbler's pissed. Why make your job difficult? Just let us do as we please, like the mayor before you did. Aren't you supposed to be Caribbean? God, Jessica was kidnapped. Jessica? My sweetheart since childhood. It hurt my Jessica. Mad Gears must pay. She's my friend too. Count me in. Salutations and welcome to one-shot final fight, baby. Considered by many as the godfather of all fighters. I would theorize maybe a Double Dragon has that honor, but, kicking things off. Let's do this! Suplex! I don't know if that really counts. No. It does. It's just not a release suplex. So it's not as cool. Oh well. I had to start somewhere. That snap suplex would probably hit other dudes in that game. But anyway. Hoo-yah! Be doing this for the entire weekends of November. These one-shot fighting game LPs. Well, not fighting game, beat-em-ups, I should say. Fighting game is different entirely. Ah! Can't run. I shouldn't have hit those early because I think it's the less you hit, the more enemies come out. Although I don't know if that's true in arcade. Boom! There we go. Can I get another one? We'll get that for points. Ow. That's what I get for greedy. That's what I get for being greedy. I get tagged. And that one hit took me down. It's arcade. I'm supposed to be spending quarters on this, even though this is on the first Capcom collection disc I got for the PlayStation 2. It's like 20 bucks is all these whatchamacallits were. These guys. These fat dudes apparently like to drink a different sauce of like 3 different condiments and a soy sauce or something like that. Jesus. Maybe it's like an energy drink to them. I misread that as Bald Bull. Got the pipe. Haggar's best weapon. The knife over there is Cody's, and there's a katana for Guy. Try to get these into here. Shame you can't keep weapons. Then the game would be too easy. Well, I could still get tagged or whatever. Ah, tire meat. Kind of the urban offshoot of the wall meat of Castlevania. Not as rare. But we wanted to go for a bit more of an urban flavor, I guess. And already our first boss, Damned, also known as Thrasher. If you're playing this on like the Super NES or somebody with a bit more Mega Crush move. Tried to get it off before he got the jump kick on. He's not too terribly tough. It's just that he's got backup, and I especially hate those dudes with the knives. You'll see me die to them a whole bunch of times. Damn it, I'm trying to grab him. Okay, he's got one of those in there. Oh, there she is. No, wait, that's Roxy. Subject of much debate, of course. Well, the other one is. Roxy, they just said, is actually all female and just a big fan of Poison. And that's it for round 1. Or stage 1, however you want to prefer it. Unlike the idea of round 1, I guess they wanted to do like a fighting game or something like that. Because this was supposed to be the sequel to Street Fighter 1 originally. But then they couldn't do it as a beat 'em up, so they went with Final Fight instead. Even though in on consoles, the SNES, there were 2 more Final Fights. Grab this. These guys like to block a lot, but with a weapon in hand, they are unable to. Yeah, these fuckers with the knives, I hate them so goddamn much. Hate them worse than these Andoras, even though that's what killed me. Ah, damn it. Trying to mash out of that shit. I'm gonna die a lot. At least they'll get to see me use all 3 different characters. So there's that. Suplex. 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 Just handing them out like candy, this one. I always like that in beat 'em ups too, where the bad guys you gotta beat up are just like hanging out. Like sitting in place or something like that, just waiting to start some shit. Look at that guy, he's just hanging out. This seat's reserved for my fist. Fuck these guys with the knives. Oh, got me as I was coming up. Whoa, since when do you do fucking jump attacks? That guy in the blue. They were like normal ass mooks. Never seen that before. This guy's a block. Come on. There, get him close. Fuck. Got a lunge, but it's not as quick as I'd like it to be. I can stop him in his tracks, but then of course I get knifed. Ah. Oh. How was I facing the other way? Fucking hell. Look at your shit. Are we able to break these open finally? Yeah, there we go. They actually heal you, but if you're at full health, they just give you extra points. Which will go to my extra lives. You get a extra life every... Your first extra life at 100,000. Every subsequent one at every other 200,000. And you can go into options and set it up. I had it for like... That's what the default is for the collection. There's like a whole bunch of difficulties. I'm doing this on normal, of course. Since I'll be doing all of these, I'll just be doing like the standard. I'm doing my best not to... Oh, I'm getting mashed in the corner here. Give me that apple. Didn't want the sword. I'll take it though. So now I've got the reach, motherfucker! Yeah, you get anything with reach on them knife guys, they're not too terrible until later levels where they start pulling out other shit. Becoming even more of a pain in the ass than they already are. Get close to... Ow, damn. These guys up. Ah, shit. Trying to ruin my power-ups and... Well... Oh, no! Okay, so I gotta question who the hell threw the knife, though. Maybe it's implied that you do to keep fighting, I guess? Fucking... Get the fuck out! Sorry, I'm not getting much out there. I'm playing as, of course, the Fragile Speedster guy, and this is before they gave him the Nikes. I always liked that. He became like a featured spokesperson. Because Guy, of course, likes to actually do the swoosh. And here comes Boss 2, Sodom. This will be canon in the story where Guy actually boots him if I can get the fuck close to him. This guy actually doing a lot of whatchamacallits. Now he's gonna dash like crazy, no? Oh, he always did the dash. Here he goes. I couldn't get out of there in time. He never dashes like on a vertical. If you're really vertical from him, you can catch him off guard. That's kind of my strategy I'm trying to employ. Yeah, see, always at an angle. Of course, he does crazy damage either way. Any chance you can get the hit detection on the boss is a little weird too. If I came at him with swords, damn it. Gotta turn around and give him room, and of course he pot shots me. I wasn't getting there in time. This would have gone. He'd have been dead by now if I used the other characters. That's why I don't like Guy that much. Fucking hell, I didn't ever have this much trouble with him. Oh. See that damage? It's like, why fucking bother? He's got a cool wall jump, but I'm not gonna show it off. I'm probably gonna die to him right here. I really like Sodom. Well, he's also known as Katana in the games where they censor that sort of thing. They don't want like sodomy in their games. I'm glad he shows up in the Alpha series again. Would have liked to see him in Ultra Street Fighter 4, but no, I think they said in Poison Story they dummied him out and he retired. I'm trying to listen very carefully as the little thing on the end, like that, informs me, oh, you can't hit that anymore. You gotta move over here and finish it off. I like that they referenced like this exact position for Super Street Fighter 4. And if you're using a character from Final Fight, they actually do this part coming up.
Oh my god!
Also censored there to Oh My Car. The other thing they censored is the female characters I've been fighting. They turned them into the males because Nintendo USA didn't want us beating up women. Go figure. Even though you can kind of, I think, hit Jessica or something like that. Or I guess they do it differently for that game. I forget. It's been a while since I did the SNES version. The only real problem with the SNES version is it's one player only. They couldn't they couldn't have Guy for the Super Nintendo version. They had to get rid of him for, I guess, like memory constraints or something like that. So there was later on yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Ah, fuck it. I'm going to Cody anyway. There was a Blockbuster Video exclusive back when they actually did stuff like that for the SNES, which is kind of cool. Same people that did a tournament edition of the first Clay Fighters game. I think they did Clay Fighters 63 and a third, Sculptor's Cut as well, which is kind of fun if you like Clay Fighters or whatever. Nope, didn't mean to grab that already, because I know these knife guys are going to ruin my shit. But yeah, they did something called Final Fight Guy, where they got rid of Cody and put Guy in instead. Like, Haggar's in both games. So, you know. Back then I joked, where's Final Fight not Haggar? Just make the same game 3 times. Hey, worked for Street Fighter. The SNES had three different versions of that. Well, it's Vanilla Street Fighter 2, Turbo, and the Super. Shit. Those guys look to give out a whole bunch of points if you can get your hands on them. Cody, the only one who doesn't throw his knife, at least all the time. Gotten it random where he actually does throw it. He'll throw it from far away like that. Surprised he didn't just kill me right there. I'm already down on health already. It's to be expected. This door. Oh my god! Oh no, are you taking me? He's taking me to the cage! The Thunderdome! Gotta be careful with these guys because they got crazy reach and they like to. They're a little more unpredictable than the other Andoris. What do I got? Father Andori F and Grandpa Andori. If you're doing this with 2-player, Uncle shows up as well. I remember for the longest time the debate that one of them was Hugo, but not really. Like they said, like, oh, this isn't Andor Hugo, even though he looks like Hugo is Hugo. Running all over myself here, just trying not to get fucking shanked by this asshole. Fucking knife guys. See how you like it. See how you like it. Ah, fuck. Went for the weapon. Didn't mean to. God damn. He just did so much damage. Can ward him off with this knife, though. Forget what I was even talking about. Yeah, Hugo. Like, not being an Andor at first, but then he became one, I guess, later. Because, come on. You can't fool... You're not fooling anybody with that shit. Oh, billboard meat. Or whatever the fuck that was. I guess that's what it is. Advertisement meat. Street sign meat. Any other things you could stick meat in? There's probably like card meat or something like that. You're like super strong. Okay, this guy. Third boss. Eddie E. You dirty cop working for the police. Can eat that gum to get my full health back. Trying to beat him quickly before he summons dudes. Can I dummy him in the corner? No. Maybe I can. He'd break out though. Of course he gets low health and he starts that strategy. He backs off and pulls out his gun. But pull out my gun. I don't care about the gum really. I just want to beat his ass. See, look at that. Speedy as fuck. Just gotta try and grab him and throw him. Okay. Now I'll eat the gum. Okay, and that's round 3 clear. It still confuses me. It should be like stage or something like that, unless it's a fighting game. Even though it was supposed to be originally, it's... I guess they kept it in for whatever, because it was like I said, they were doing this for whatchamacallit. This also got dummied out of the SNES version. This stage here. Yeah, there's only 5 stages in the whatchamacallit. This, I can only find this in the arcade or something like that. I think they put it in later, thankfully, for another Nintendo re-release of this game called Final Fight. I forget what it was. I forget what they called it. I want to say Final Fight Alpha, but I don't know if that's true or not. It was for the GBA. And it had all 3 characters. It had different modes and whatever. It also lets you play as the more powered-up versions of Cody and Guy from the Alpha series. They use those sprites and whatever. And he's actually really easy to do the thing with Cody where you punch a bunch of times, turn around, continue the combo, and get him in like an infinite loop. I'll try and show that off with Cody because that's just what I'm going to use for the rest of this playthrough. Since I've shown you all 3 characters. Usually if I get dudes by the corner and you hang up there, you should be fine. Don't kick over them barrels. Don't kick over them barrels. Stab. Chicken. Well, I got some of them. I'll take that too. Sorry. Ah, damn it. Of course. Of course, I lose it almost instantly, all that health. And it's a quarter muncher. What do you expect? They gotta get their coins in somehow. So they up the damage for shit like this. I think they lower it for like console release. They kind of had to. Even though that game was still super tough, they only gave you like limited continues for that shit. If you mash out, you can quickly get out of that follow-up stomp there that the Andori does. Anyway, the poison characters, they changed them to 2 guys called Billy and Sid, and they actually still do that for the Alpha, the GBA version of this game. I know this game came out on almost everything. There was like Final Fight CD for the Sega CD. There was It's on the PSN. You can get that along with another game called Magic Sword that they did. I don't know why they decided to put those two together. Personally, I would have done just a compilation of all 3 alpha games. I don't know if they got the whatchamacallit for that. And well, that just happened. Okay, I've never seen that before. Every time I play one of these games, something stupid happens that completely befuddles me. Like, I was supposed to kill everybody, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, yeah, this guy. Rolento. They brought him back for, the sequel for Final Fight 2. That's when Mad Gear decided to go global and kidnap Guy's master and fiancé. Oh, apropos, a knife saves me, because it's actually his best weapon. Throw your shit. Yeah, suck on that, Streets of Rage, even though I really, really like that series as well. I never liked that in Streets of Rage, where you, like, try to grab somebody while you're holding a weapon, you immediately drop the weapon. You'll sometimes lose it that way, too. It's bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, these fucking knife guys. They do drop Cody's best weapon, though. This guy's fast. He's got reach. Try to get that down on him. Once he starts at low health, he starts running around and throwing more of these grenades around. Shit. It becomes a little easier to... really tricky to pin down. Did perfectly before. I don't think I lost a life or whatever. But of course I'm talking and not really concentrating too well. Gotta get out of there before that grenade gets me. Damn it. Come on. Fuck. Just that the screen is so small, it's actually easier in a certain way. Like, he's got more room to run, but the grenades won't even catch you half the time in the second game. The place you fight him at's much bigger. Come down here, motherfucker. Never gonna catch him with this. Fuck you! Done. Of course, he blows himself up. Ow. Sitting on that for too long. Here's the other bonus stage. This break the glass. Unfortunately, no guy comes out after the fact and says, "Oh, my glass!" I actually like "Oh my car" better than "Oh my god" because it's funny for the Super. Oh, I completely missed that one. I think I still got it though. I think. Yeah, there we go. I kind of like that delivery in the Super Nintendo version better though. "Oh my car." Sounds it. It's just this weird accent, like, or something like that. This is like New York. Well, this is Metro City, based on a New York setting, I guess. Or inspired the Bay Area with probably my... not my favorite stage, but it does have one of my favorite stage music, and this is the music they actually use for Rolento for Alpha 2. They actually gave him his boss theme for Ultra finally. The theme he actually uses when you actually fight him in the game. Kind of weird they went for the military kind of thing. He was cool. I like him. Again, I miss Katana though. Sodom. Kick, punch. It's all in the mind. There's also jumping. It's also the jumping. Kind of like Slash's design. It looks like a roided up, looks like if Lenny Kravitz really worked out a bunch. I didn't even know about Lenny Kravitz in the time this game came out. I don't even know if he was a thing yet. Might have been back then. This is like, I think this came out like almost turn of the 80s, like 89, I want to say. I'm probably completely wrong on that, I don't know. Ah, shit. Oh, come on. See what happens when I try to be fancy and go for shit? Yeah, that, you like... It's weird in this game. I'm better at it in the alpha game for the GBA because I played that a ton. You get to play and you play through that game over and over again and get all like the unlocks, like other difficulty, like 9 lives going in at the beginning. The alpha characters, like I mentioned. I don't care. I'm just I don't care eating up all the food. I'm gonna die anyway. I don't have much strategy for this game. Well, I have some. More than I can say for some of these other games, and I'm dead. Just like that. Okay. Tried to go for the whatchamacallit. Didn't get it out. I wish they'd let you map it to a single button, the Mega Crush thing. That's what they call it. The thing where you feel like you're in trouble, you mash 2 buttons and use up a little bit of your life to get out of danger. It won't let me map it to like a single button. I actually have to push, jump, and attack at the same time. They don't let you. Did I get everybody? Yeah, okay. Fucking knife guys. And I'm like, yeah, now he's doing that jumping and bullshit. Ladies aren't that bad. Said, I want the knife. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Hit that shit from my back muscles. Ow. Ow, fuck. Goddamn knife guys. The public bathroom. Oh. Let's get sexy. Also. Oh yeah, they brought him back. So I get this guy. I'll pick up this pipe. I still see that dog over there. Is he like the origins of the hype dog? Maybe. Aren't you supposed to be black, by the way, 2P? At least you weren't Streetwise. I still don't buy that shit, by the way. Just because a motherfucker's got a tan don't make him automatically black. I would have bought maybe Slash, but he didn't have the muscle for it. Besides, if zombies came with Slash, he would have just blocked half the time anyway, so... That's the advantage. I know I'm advancing. I'm kind of putting myself in a corner, dragging all these dudes on screen, but I don't want to take too long either. Normally, I'm a little more careful. Because if you advance, more dudes show up. If more dudes show up, you get a harder time of dealing with them. Well, I punched all them explosives out of the air, though. Not really explosives, more incendiary devices, I should say. Because that's what they are, because they burn. They don't explode. I'd like to have seen that for maybe like an assist attack or something like that, because I know the knife guys, the Elgatos and the Hollywood show up for they help Rolento. There's like a thing for them where they actually is a playable character in Sega Saturn fighting game called Final Fight Revenge. The final boss for that is the final boss in this game, but in zombie form. Yeah, spoiler, a little bit of spoilers, even though it's like at least 100 times or whatever. I'm just trying my best at it. Here, grab that. There he is again! Look at him hyping it up silently. on, I'm surrounded but fucking knife guys. That's why that loot's there if I can fucking get to it. Okay, I did. Now you're gonna get fucking cornered. Fuck you, knife guys. Fuck you, knife guys. Some of you die. Oh, shit, more came out. Throw your shit. Fuck. How many of you are there? Actually, the yellow ones are slightly tougher. Which one am I hitting? Elgato is the character they use. I guess Hollywood was like just the whatchamacallit. I always thought it was weird. He had like weird knife moves or whatever, and he shows up. Like I forget what the main thing is. I think he gets like blackmailed or something like that, or something happens to him where he like joins Rolento in the war, but he like. I think it's canon where he fights Rolento and beats him, and Rolento's like, all right, would you like to work for me? We'll do shit or whatever. Should have looked that up more. Sorry if I'm forgetting things. I'm just trying not to die. Futile effort, I know. Let's just say I'm trying to die not in a bullshit way. Yeah, that might make a little more sense. Of course, that also could be a futile effort. Give me them katanas, because these fuckers can't block weapons. It's in my nose, sorry. Ugh. Who's Liski? Or Lioski? It's like a reference to something, perhaps, I don't know. Like, I looked up the thing for, like, Eddie's gum giving you, like, a certain amount of points or something like that. Like, I did a TV Tropes thing at this thing, or, this game earlier, and trying to see what I could find, if anything. And now we know it's New York City, because there's the Statue of Liberty. And then here's this boss, Abigail, the only boss character to not show up for Final Fight Revenge. Well, so much for that. I thought one of these guys would come in and knock it out of me, but nope. Abigail's fucking bullshit, by the way, because his reach is godlike. I don't know what that was. Ah! Damn it. Come on, I was right on top of him with that shit. Yeah, bullshit hit detection for some of these bosses. Especially Abigail, because he can grab you from, like... I'm trying to boot him out. I think he's easier in the other version. At least that sign's nice enough to show me the way out. I can't go there yet till I beat this guy. Not that I needed direction, I've been going right the entire fucking game. That sign's, I guess, just there for flavor. Damn it. It's easier to get if I can dash him in, but sometimes that punch boots, that punch of his wins out against me. At least he hit one of his own dudes. Almost got him. Yeah, there. There it is. That bullshit range of that throw. Maybe I can get him here. Yes, okay. Yeah, and Thor's more popular than you. Oh, is it just a because that's all he is. He's just a glorified Andori. I know that. I know they tried to like different him up a little bit for the NES version of this game, called which did a little more RPG thing to it, where you beat up dudes and got experience off of it. They tried to I guess they tried to River City Ransom that shit or something like that. Kind of. It's still like it's still like a beat 'em up. It's not all RPG, but there's just like experience in it, so it's got elements of an RPG, but it's still beat 'em up. Yeah, it's got Final Fight, Mighty Final Fight. I almost said Final Fight Mini. I know it's not it. I know there's an M in there somewhere. Yeah, Mighty Final Fight, where they The final boss of that game is actually part cyborg. It's a little more tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. But the Abigail in that game has an attack where if he grabs you, he plants a big old kiss on you. See, like these really comical, like big lips on you. I don't know where they went with that. I guess they wanted to. Again, it's a little more tongue-in-cheek. I always like the storyline that Alpha gave him later, where Mad Gear wasn't just a gang, but there were these guys that were like cast out by society or whatever, like, which would kind of fit Rolento. Like he's a former, I think like a Red Beret or something like that. But there's no war anymore, I guess, or at least they don't want him in one because he kind of lost his fucking marbles down there. You know, it's implied that these guys, you know, they outcast, they wouldn't fit in, so Belger kind of like, almost like a cult leader, kind of, tried to bring these dudes together. Especially in Poison's case, where they say she's a, it's weird, they either have her like a post-op transsexual just because of what the American Nintendo thing did, or, I think that's what happened. It's really, like, all over the place, the stories. I think one of the Fridge things is where she identifies TV tropes. I think it was their Fridge Brilliance page that said Poison might actually not be a post-op transsexual, a man that became a woman. Like, it's the thing in North America, she's post-op transsexual, or she tucks it away, or still is in Japan, and she just tucks her business away, which I don't know if that would work if you're fighting or whatever. It seemed really, really uncomfortable. I don't know. But yeah, the Fridge page for TV tropes was like, okay, maybe she identifies as a male, but grew up with female parts or whatever. She's still like male in question or whatever. They did like that. I forget the term for it. I'm sorry. Didn't think I'd feel the need to write shit down for like fighting games, but there's so much, a bit more history of this game. Some not so much. That's why I didn't really bother with it that much, and I'm just gonna die a bunch and you'll see me get made. That's what I thought these videos would be. Ah, fuck. Ah, come on. Motherfuckers like to sandwich it in. That's my strategy. Get you in the corner and beat the shit out of all of you. That's what I'm trying to do. There's just not much corner in this one unless you go left, and there's more dudes that show up. These guys in these little jackets love to do the thing where one of them gets on one side and the other takes pot shots at you from behind while you're dealing with one side. It's the final stage where they throw everybody at you just about. I tried to go for the whatchamacallit, didn't get it out that first time, I got it there. There's a little bit of the combo. Oh, get away from that. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Yeah, sometimes you can punch your bombs if you're like right on top of them and just get rid of them completely that way. Avoid getting burnt yourself. I did for a couple things. I guess it was a little off to the side for that one, even though that still hit me. Moves are crazy, man. Damn. Sorry. Ugh. It's that season again. It doesn't know if it wants to be 70 degrees or 50. It's the part of October I hate. And that's when my, of course, allergies start to kick in for that shit. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed Promo Win. I wanted to get kind of back into business, but also do something special, because this year been kind of hard on me. Real life kind of took a baseball bat to my knees this year, as I mentioned. Trying to grab some of these items before the screen loads or whatever. That would become a staple later for Capcom beat 'em ups, like stages with shit in the foreground that you can't see, and they'll hide shit in them. I think this is the first game to do something like that. Where's my chandelier meat? The classiest of all the hidden meats and objects. Not quite as rare as the Castlevania wall meat, because you actually have to go inside Castlevania to get that kind of meat. That place is dangerous, not much tourism in that. It would be easier just to smash open a barrel and find them. So that's what they did. That's my take on it anyway. That's what I remember playing first Castlevania over this. That's probably what happened. That's the only thing. That's the thing about this game. It makes Mad Gear really evil. They're smart enough to kick power-ups away from you. I think they kind of do that in Streets of Rage, also series. I think like they can like actually eat your food items on the floor if you leave them on too long, and they'll get health back. It's one of those things where you're like, okay, I appreciate that detail, but then you actually play the game and it's like, oh, bullshit. It's one you can't help but admire for thinking outside of the box a little bit for some of these fighting games, but until you get hosed by it, yeah. It's good until you get hosed by it, I should say. Death by furniture. If only I could kill somebody with a couch like Chun-Li did to Vega. Who no-sold that shit, by the way. Of course, I'm talking about the Street Fighter animated movie. Best fight in that entire series. She throws a motherfucking couch at Vega. Why that isn't a thing in later Street Fighter games, I'll never fucking know. I don't know where she would get a couch to throw for that sort of thing, maybe. Just something it's just something I always wanted to see again, and just reference it or something like that. Back for more of these knife guys, but now I got a knife now. You've got reach now, fuckers. I said, I got the reach. I got the knife. I want the knife. Please. Let him ask it. I said, okay, I did that. Okay, good. I can get him by the door then. Flippy shit. Ah, fuck. Ooh. No, no, no. Shit. Ah, damn it. Come on. Shit. Fuck. At least I'll be in the corner when I come back. I'll be on this side. Let me keep the weapon. Yeah, that's where they really started hiding things. Like a lot of these point items like gold bars and shit. Rubies. Extra lives to try to give you. This guy's gotta be loaded to just hide all his fucking like shiny shit behind pillars or whatever. But they're just still kind of leaving him out in the open. Not all of them? Topaz. You can get all the gems down here. I think there's probably one health item or something like that, or maybe I'm thinking another Final Fight version of this game where they kind of randomize the things. No chandelier meat this playthrough though. I got it last time in my test playthrough. Shit! Guess I wasn't very careful. Tried to get the Mega Crash off, couldn't. That's what the game calls it, the desperation thing. The Mega Crash or Mega Crush or something like that. I think there was a term for a couple things. I want to say that's the thing for, that kill every enemy attack in Mega Man X2 was called the Mega Crush, like his armor kind of glue or whatever. There's the Chandelier Man. Okay, it was this stage that actually did it. And Chandelier Turkey on, chicken, I should say, on top of that. Okay. And after the final boss, Belger, gotta kind of walk up and grab him, otherwise you're hitting Jessica, not him. A little harpoon gun. That I can punch the shit out of. Of course, dudes show up and kind of ruin my fun. Oh, he's tough because sometimes he gets hit and like shoots upward or something like that. Like, you can get kind of in a certain range, you can avoid that, but the problem is, you're going to keep sending out dudes. And it's tough to stay on top of him. Because he's like right there. Fuck your couch. Wheelchair. Whatever. It looked like a little tiny... You know he's loaded because his wheelchair looked like a friggin' glove seat with wheels on it or some shit. That's kind of a psychological thing too. Like, is it like, are you gonna hit a guy in a wheelchair? No, I'm gonna pick him out of the wheelchair and see what happens. But yeah, it turns out, okay, he's just fine. Dastardly heel Belger! He can hit his own dudes with the things too. He's the ultimate bastard because I can punch his shit out, but as soon as I move... Oh, okay. Maybe I had enough. Maybe I had enough distance for that one. Stab your shit. Fuck you! Out that window you go. Also canon, by the way, Cody's the one who knocks him out of the window there. We have taken back Metro City. At least for now. So glad I didn't hurt you. Why did my Haggar voice just default to like Old Man Armstrong? Posen mayoral campaign! Armstrong Mustang to 2016. Now we walk out the place like badasses, even though you didn't do fuck all in that thing, guy, because your damage output is shit. I know you're supposed to be the speedy guy, but come on. Maybe it's the shoes. Once you wear the sneakers, you actually get better at it. I actually like him in the Alpha series where he does a whole bunch of cool shit. I like the attack where he like throws out into a run and just starts doing kicks and shit. Cody has to walk away like a badass. Guy puts him in his place. He fucks off till Alpha 1. How can you just walk away? Put a stop to all this. Just walk away. I want to stay with you, my Jessica, but I can't. Now while evil still stalks the streets. That's not really an answer. Well, I guess that kind of proves the point again where Cody, of course, battle lust, I call it, and kind of ends up in jail for it. Like it's like an addiction to him now. And he still finds a way to break out of jail, like just punches the shit out of his jail cell and then comes back or whatever. But yeah, that's it for Final Fight. Next one I'm going to do the SNK equivalent. So, I can already tell by my expression it's not as good as this one. But, oh god, I better go get that. Answer that fucking phone! I hate that it goes over the music like that. Anyway, later.